All right, today we are talking about Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and we're lucky enough to be sitting here with Big K.R.I.T. Thank you for being here, sir.
Man, I appreciate the opportunity, brother. You know it.
So, getting into the video, you know, the first thing we see is obviously a title, and then we get into the flip book.
Yep.
Now, the first thing we see on the screen is this dove. Is there a specific reason why you chose to have that dove up there?
Well, I mean, it's one of those things. I don't know if you remember the Return of Forever cover. There was two doves, and it was actually holding up the ribbon that said Return of Forever. And those two doves in memory of my grandmothers, Lenny Mae Scott and Annie Mae Rowland.
So after the dove, it kind of transitions to this kind of drawing of you that, to me, it was almost as if these lessons and, you know, with the flip book,
Yep.
each page, you know, being a lesson and kind of ultimately forming you.
Yeah.
You know, so was it that deep, or am I just kind of looking?
Oh no. I mean, it's a great way to look at it. And if you listen to the song, it's really giving you the who is K.R.I.T. You know what I'm saying? I think by being able to hear what kind of father I grew up around and what kind of man I grew up to be.
You know, a lot of these shots that we first see are very point of view shots. We have the shot of the little boy looking up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know, and that's your cousin?
Yeah, my cousin. That's my cousin Jordan.
Do you have a lot of family in this?
Yeah, I mean, well, actually, it's only it's three people. It's my cousin Jordan, my cousin Jared, which is the older boy that you see throughout the pretty much the video, and then my father at the end. Yeah.
Okay, great. So yeah, a lot of these shots being kind of point of view. Even like this shot with the piano here.
That's actually the piano I grew up playing in my grandmother's house.
So, did you introduce him to this piano, or did he just happen to kind of come to the house and run across it?
No, a lot of people don't even. I actually was on tour when they went to Mississippi and got a lot of this footage.
Okay, so continuing, there are a lot of kind of biblical kind of references in terms of the visuals and things like that. How much did religion kind of influence your childhood?
Oh, extreme. My grandmother taught Sunday school for a long time. We all sung in the choir. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had that choir solo. So I feel like it's extremely important to put that in my music, you know, and individual.
Was this at your grandmother's house too?
I used to sleep in that room, but there's no more bunk. There's not any bunk beds in there now. So he's standing up closing the curtains, but when I slept in that room, you had to get on top of the bunk bed. I was watching this and I was like, damn, man. It was just literally 2001, 2000. I was still on this bunk bed. Like.
Now you have some lyrics in here that kind of speak to something that could be like a bigger story. In particular, there's a line where you're talking about life shitting on your dreams. Like, talk to me a little bit about what that is or what that was.
Yeah, I mean, at some point, really wanting to do what you want to do for a living. You know, sometimes people can't see that. Like, your dreams seem too broad or too big for the real world, and be like, I don't do that, get you a job. And so it was a point in time where I was rapping where it wasn't a lot of people that believed in what I was doing. I didn't think the content was what people wanted to hear. And so, you know, growing up and hearing that, either you gonna listen to it and then you be like, all right, well, I'm not gonna follow my dreams, or either you're gonna use that as motivation, be like, yeah, I'm gonna prove y'all wrong.
So the last shot we see of you in this video, you're wearing this infinity. Was this something that was intentionally kind of done to kind of maybe tie into the idea of tradition and keeping a connection between your father or anything like that?
Yeah, definitely. And if you think about the whole movement that we've always been on is forever. A lot of the things I talk about is return of forever in a day. You know what I'm saying? And so as far as the music, as far as life, as far as the positivity we trying to bring, it all tied into what we trying to do, man. You know, spread positivity, make timeless music, you know, and that's forever.
Gotcha.